realize about the so-called beings, like I don't want to call them elites, or I don't want to call them Illuminati, I don't want to call them any of these words, the beings which are in charge here, what people don't realize about them is that they also follow some laws. Okay, they also follow some multiversal laws. They are not just renegades, So the thing is that they know where there's some sort of power or there's some divine ordinance, and they know not to mess with it. They are not going to mess with anyone who is aligning with the force or who's one with the force. You know, that is not part of the agenda. They don't want that. There's a Sanskrit word for that I'll have to use, which is called karma, which has become karma now in the West. They don't want that kind of heavy burden, karmic burden on themselves in that way. So that's why even for everything they always try to get permission of people. They do things to people, and like like with the vaccination, they will say like all the people who run to them and say like I want one, and that kind of thing. They want people to agree to things rather than force things on them. That is even with common people. So they are not going to do anything against beings who are actually aligning with the force, and not just to making a drama out of it or anything like that, or like, because a lot of people even reveal a lot of things about like the structure which is in place here and everything like that, but they forget that there is a divine structure too, which is much bigger than the matrix structure here. The matrix structure here is just nothing but a house of cards by comparison. Just one blow from like higher forces and this will all be gone anyways. So people don't understand the amount of power which is reserved in other um, parts of the multiverse than just the situation here. So people underestimate that, and that's why these so-called elites or that thing have been given so much let's say publicity in the last 15 years, and like they are so intelligent, so smart that they're doing all this, and with obviously help from some other negative entities on with whom we can't see with the physical human eyes. So I mean, They Live was a movie in which they showed that in that way, because they couldn't show it like totally as it is, so they use the word alien because that word works in America, more than like saying beings on some other level of reality, which is not physical.